Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Chargers.
Give it up for your Los Angeles Chargers.
Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Another run for Vidal. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On third down, Herbert. This is caught downfield by Allen. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45.
19 yards.
They get 9. Nick Sirianni going to have the officials look at this one again. He's throwing that challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this. He did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Vidal on the give. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 more yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
It's pretty obvious this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Pass is cut at the 9. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
And the Chargers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Vidal now from the pistol. And that right there's the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
He was taken down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Herbert from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Will Shipley.
So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion. Now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And an Eagle first down.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your points start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes. 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And hey, we see how running the football. They will get nothing on that return. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running with Vidal out of the gun. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Vidal. Has good room at the 35. Through the 45. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On a quick slant, it's Johnson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Slot man's in motion right. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Brought in. They're going to stop him, but he's got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They pitch it out to him here. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Go just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. And when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Dicker connects there. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the pistol, Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Dumps it off to Barkley, complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, 2nd down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's Hurts once again. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Partner got hit and he lost the football. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
6-yard gain on the play, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. On 4th down, Hurts. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Vidal trying this up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Allen sent in motion right. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Out of the shotgun, give to Vidal. And he gets him around 6 there. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To throw, Herbert. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's again to Vidal. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. And they just get the play off. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's into the hands of Will Dissly. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Handoff headed right to Vidal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Now Herbert to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shipley now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. First call here coming from the shotgun. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He's got to lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. Not much out of that for the recovery partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Up the middle, Vidal. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 31-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A run with Vidal. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. They give right side to Vidal. The stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he is stopped just before he can get the score. Tackled inside that 1-yard line.
14 more yards.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. To the air this time, Herbert. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead off the turnover. Led McConkey with a touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers push the lead to 20.
Chargers 20. Eagles nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shipley now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throwing for Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Play action, Hurts has it. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. But both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They've got first down here from the 36. Hurts yet again. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Hurts. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Braden Mann on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Chargers and wide receiver Lad McConkey set for another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. No run. This is Vidal. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Trying to sneak at Herbert. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
That right there,
it's 4th down.
That's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And in a 3-score game, Brock, they have to find a way to reestablish some control here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. And it sets up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Gets it out wide, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you can do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. This is Vidal. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's Herbert. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Vidal running to the left. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
The give here on 2nd. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here's Vidal on his own read. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. Herbert now off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Keenan
Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he dodged the tackle. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Vidal on the carry. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Herbert from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Chargers currently on top here at SoFi. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Play action now for Herbert. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. And quick there. They bring him to the turf. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To throw, Herbert. On the screen, this is Harris. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
On 4th down, here's Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Glenn McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead.
Chargers 27, Eagles nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 5 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now. They need 7. It's Hurts once again. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So 1st down from the 41. And again, here's Hurts. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to roll this one away.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shipley now to return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. A play fake now hurts to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've set it down from 37. He's got Smith again. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Barkley off the pistol again. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back to throw, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Hurts setting up to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, a run with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll motion Smith left. Hurts now from the gun. Jukes away from one. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's
off
all
for
set for the
Philadelphia.
kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Davis on the return.
Possession switching back to the
Chargers
LA
take
offense
over
as they
first
head out.
10.
And
At their
unsurprisingly,
own
Brock, a great day on the
24-yard
scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He stays up.
The 3rd down pass. The tackle by Moro Ojomo. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
A gain of 2.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Hurts. On the move, past the 40. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. It's a sneak. Hurts. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
On the stop.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They've got first down here from the 36. Play action. Hurts has it. Yet another grab for Goddard. Trucks a defender. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Barkley will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Barkley again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drop the lead back to 13.
27, Eagles 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over first.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. That last
line.
touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Escapes the defender. And is forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Check. Lucky.
Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Now he's past the 25. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Another pistol to give to Harris. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Dicker connects there, and that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gibson now to return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Hurts to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. Makes a man miss. He's off. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down, Eagles.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hurts yet again. Called in by Goddard, left side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll motion Smith left. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
And that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's full with a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Seven yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it'll be second and goal.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Third and long for him here. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try.
A
Very short kick here from the right hash. Elliott connects there, and that drops the deficit down to 13.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers, then running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the Lions find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. From the gun, they go with Harris. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
He was taken down.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Herbert now. Completed over the middle. And the defense gets the stop to deny that 1st down. It's still a very good game. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
A gain of 13 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
He keeps it himself. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Man in motion here. Here's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
No run with Harris. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Herbert. And they take this in for the score. The Chargers have likely locked up the win right there. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
One's caught. Had a couple more on this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Eagles 17.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shipley now to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Well, right side, caught by Smith. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
So first down from the 41. Hurts setting up to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Second down now, they need 7. Now Hurts. Setting up the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind lines.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this third down. And again, here's Hurts. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he's all the way down to the 36. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Hurts throwing again. Smith brings in another one. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 10.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Offense is set. First and 10. It's Hurts once again. He's got it over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. Jukes away from one. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Hurts now from the gun. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
So Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
The pass. Elijah Molden on the tackle. Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Incomplete.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Charger offense making its way to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run here with Amari on Hampton. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
It's Hampton on 2nd. Escapes the defender. And the defense gets the stop to deny that 1st down, but still a very good game. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers can rest easy with a 3-score lead. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run it with Harris. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On now comes their punter. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. First down now, ball at the 33. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Yet another grab for Goddard. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Hurts yet again. And finds Brown right side. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there. But still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
But it's now 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. First and 10 from the 32. They are throwing it again. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing here, Hurts. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look.
Play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game.
Eagles 24.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should salt this game away.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.